I've got one thing to say to you. Well, three things. Simple lymphatic drainage, SLD for short. It's a particular kind of very gentle massage that we can do on ourselves to stimulate the circulation, to help move fluid around the body. It pushes the lymph fluid away from areas of swelling where our lymph nodes don't work, towards the next natural drainage point in the body, where they do. You may not have thought of your body as a patio before, but imagine a patio with puddles of water that you want to sweep away. You start by sweeping the water closest to the drain, and then gradually from further away. If you start at the back and try to push it all forward too quickly, the drain will flood, so you have to do it bit by bit. Every time you do it, you should start off with your hands on your tummy and do some deep breathing to kickstart your circulation. Why don't you try doing it with us?
So the first step that we're going to do is the diaphragmatic breathing. So what we mean by that, we breathe in a lot further down in the tummy rather than on the top here. So I'm going to place my hand on your tummy, place your hand on top of my hand, and all I want you to do is take a nice deep breath in, so you're pushing your tummy outwards towards my hand. Good. And breathe out, and then a gentle pressure on the way in. Good. Deep breath in, and out. Good. Deep breath in, out, out, out. Breathe out. Good. Deep breath in, push the tummy out, all the way out, and then breathe out. Good.
Now that your circulation's been given a nudge, you can start massaging to move the fluid. And weirdly enough, wherever you have swelling, you start with your neck. A third of the body's lymph nodes are in your head and neck.
So all you're going to be doing here, where you've got your jawline, your little finger comes in line with your jawline and you stroke down towards the neck. So you stroke down as far as the neck there. Stroke down as far as the neck there. So if I demonstrate on your arm the pressure that you're going to be doing, if you go too deep, you're bypassing the superficial lymphatics, which is what we want for this technique, and you're activating the muscles and the fatty tissues. And it's a slow, controlled technique, but it's a firm enough pressure that you know my hands are on you, but it's not leaving any red marks that I'm going in too deep. Okay. All right? And it's not too soft that it's tickling your skin either. So what we're going to do with that pressure now, you're going to apply that pressure to your neck, stroking down. Try and move your hand up a little bit closer. Good. And if you find that it's a little bit claustrophobic coming across, try it with your hand, with your thumb on the side here, and then stroking down that way. So using the whole of the hand alongside your neck. Slow it down a little bit, so it's nice, slow and controlled. Good.
Don't forget, you should be wearing your garment when you do this.
So what we're looking at here is using your collarbones to activate the lymph nodes in this region. So all you're going to be doing is popping your opposite hand on the opposite side. Where you feel that firmness, that's your collarbone. Yeah. Your fingers go into a V and it goes either side of your collarbone, and you're going to pump. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And then you do 10 the other side with the opposite hand then. So again, you feel where the firmness is, and that firmness is your bone. Your fingers go into a V, and you do the same pumping action. There's the bone, fingers into a V either side, and you pump.
From the neck, we move to our armpits. If you've had an operation on your left side, like Helen, we regard these lymph nodes as the blocked drain, so we need to move fluid over to the working side.
So what we're going to be doing on this step is to scoop underneath the right armpit to open that drain, so opening the lymph nodes in that area to absorb the fluid that will be coming across in the next few steps. So when you're lying on the bed or in the sitting position that you're in, as long as you've got access to underneath the armpit, it doesn't matter if your arm is here up here. So in your case, if you place your right arm on your hip, your left hand will be coming underneath your armpit and you scoop in. You come underneath your armpit and you scoop in. So you're following the natural groove of the armpit there, and this is why it's important that you haven't got any clothing on, because you can see with my t-shirt it's gathering in the armpit there. So if I demonstrate on you, Helen, what I need you to do. So with your left hand, you come underneath your armpit and you scoop. Underneath your armpit and you scoop. So you're following the natural groove of the armpit. Into the armpit and you scoop. Into the armpit and you scoop. So do you want to try it there, Helen?
Yeah.
So into the armpit and scoop. So what you would do, bring your thumb out and you scoop. So the thumb then would be leading the way around the groove of the armpit. That's it. Because sometimes if you have your hand in a clawed position, you can go too deep into the armpit.
Okay.
So the thumb will be guiding it. That's it. Good. The same as the others, 10 is the magic number. So the reason why we stroke on the right side first is that we want to clear the drainage route nearest the drain first and then move further and further away. Rather than trying to move all the fluid over into one go, it can overload the drain.
The thing about this is not to rush it. Why not do it while you're watching TV or listening to the Archers? If you're an Archers fan, it's about 15 minutes long, which is about the right amount of time.
So what we're doing here, we're top of the right breast. So if you pop your hand on your hip for me, top of the right breast into the drain. And it's the same depth of stroking that you did on your neck.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it's a firm enough stroke that you know your hand is on your skin, but it's not too deep that you're leaving any red marks. And again, 10 is your magic number. Okay? So do you want to try that for me? And it's using the whole of the hand on your skin and going into the armpit then. And like I said, when you're at home, your top half is exposed, so your bra or vest top won't be getting in the way. Once you've done 10 in that top section on the right breast, we go into the centre. You come a handspan down and it comes into the centre of the breast tissue, all right?
Okay.
And then you stroke in between the breasts, across the right breast and up into the drain. You come between the breasts, across the right breast and up into the drain there.
Okay.
So you're always guiding the fluid up into the drain there. Do you want to try that technique? So go from a handspan down and into the centre. Good. And once you've done 10 in that section, you do a handspan down again and you come underneath the left side. So you come across, and up into the drain there. So you're coming across, and up into the drain there. So you're always taking it into the armpit, which is your main drain. So try that again for me. So go from the middle and a handspan down underneath the left breast. So hand in that position and stroke all the way across and up into the drain. Good. And sometimes when you're laying down compared to when you're sitting, with gravity, the breast tissues will lay back. It'll be easier then to do it upwards in that position. And again, you'd be doing this 10 times. If at any time that you notice you've got any breast edema, where you've done 10 strokes, so you did 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, if you find you've got more edema underneath the breast tissue here, you could do a few more strokes and take it over that way. So you could do 20, 30 strokes, depending on where the edema is sitting, if you do have any edema in the breast tissue. And once you've done your scooping of that bit, then you can take it all the way over and then holding the breast and moving it around in like what we call as a figure of 8. So you're making sure that you're moving all the tissue underneath the breast there and then draining it over into the armpit. So you've done the deep breathing, you've done the stroking of the neck to encourage the circulation, you've done your collar pumps which have opened the good lymph nodes, you scooped underneath the right armpit which again have opened the good lymph nodes, and you've drained any excess fluid from the left side across to the working lymph nodes there.
When you move your lymph, it ends up going down the drain and its final destination is the loo. So don't be surprised if you need to make a few extra visits. Drink plenty of fluids, it encourages the circulation. and you might find yourself feeling a bit emotional or tired, which again is normal. But do contact your lymphedema specialist if you feel that something out of the ordinary is happening. And finally, if you fancy a bit of total relaxation and have somebody happy to do it for you, some of these techniques can also be done on your back.
So if you remember, we started furthest away from your affected side. Yeah. So what you're going to be doing with someone at home, where you've got your shoulder blade here, their hand would be firmly placed on that side and they stroke into the drain there. Remember, it's firm enough that you know the hands are on your skin, but it's not going too deep that's leaving any red marks on you. Okay. So going from your right side into the armpit there. So once you've done the 10, like we did on the front, where you've got your shoulder blade, do a hand span down and it's in line with your spine. So it's just above where your bra line would be. Yeah. And again, stroking across and up into the drain there. And once you've done 10 there, again it's a hand span down. So it comes just below your bra line, but you come more on the side of your left side. And what they can do, you can use both hands. So you're coming all the way across and take it up into the drain there. You come all the way across and up into the drain there. And if you're doing this at home in a sitting position, you can sit at the side of the bed and lean forwards with a pillow resting underneath your chest. So it protects whoever's doing it, it'll protect their back as well. But what's really important when you're having it done on your back is that you're feeding back regarding the pressure. Because sometimes people feel that if they go to do a massage, they go to massage the tissue. Well, this is a lymphatic drainage. So removing the superficial lymphatics.
Finish off just as you started with the diaphragmatic breathing.
Deep breath in and out. Good. Deep breath in, out, out, out. Breathe out. Good. Deep breath in, push the tummy out, all the way out, and then breathe out. Good.
There's no right or wrong time of day for this. If it suits you to do it before you even get out of bed in the morning, that's fine. If your swelling tends to get worse as the day goes on, then the evening would be a good time to give that fluid an extra push to your working drain. Just do the breathing and massages every day, and you really will help to get that lymph fluid moving.
As long as you're going from bad to good, you can't go wrong. Right.